Good day, everyone. Let me ask you something first. Have you ever tried writing a formal letter, an email, or even just a memo, and suddenly thought, am I saying this the right way?
Yes, that's me all the time. I keep typing, deleting, typing again, and then wondering, will my boss even understand this?
Exactly. I think we've all been there. That moment of hesitation, that feeling of not being sure how to express yourself properly, that's the perfect example of why business correspondence and business report writing are so important. Because at the end of the day, it is not just about the words, but how clearly, politely, and professionally we can deliver our message. And that leads us to our topic for today, which is business correspondence in relation to business report writing. By the way, I'm Yvonne, my Jaramilla, and I'm here with my teammates. I'm Aisa Sumandar.
I'm Francine Aliparo.
I'm John Mclyde Teves.
And I'm Rhealyn Camacho.
Together, we'll walk you through the essentials of business correspondence, what it is, why it matters, and how it connects to effective business report writing. And don't worry, this won't be a boring lecture. We'll share examples, simple scenarios, and tips that you can actually apply in real-life situations.
Yes, so if you're ever stressed out about writing a business email or letter, stay tuned because this presentation will definitely help you out.
That's a lot of process for me. I want to know first, what exactly is business correspondence?
Great question. When we say business correspondence, we're talking about the formal exchange of information in writing. It's not just about letters. It can also be emails, memos, reports, notices, proposals, or even circulars. In short, it's how businesses communicate with one another or with their employees through written words. Think of it as the voice on paper of an organization.
Exactly. And here's something interesting. Business correspondence actually comes in two main kinds, internal correspondence and external correspondence. Internal correspondence, this happens within the company. Examples are memos, office notices, announcements, or policy reminders. Like when HR sends a memo about the new dress code or the finance department issues a notice about salary release dates. External correspondence, this goes outside the company, like communication with clients, suppliers, government offices, or business partners. A common example would be companies sending a sales letter to promote their product, or even replying to a customer complaint through a formal email.
I see. So it's not just random messages, it's really structured and has a purpose. But tell me, why is this so important?
Well, imagine running a business without clear communication. Total chaos, right? Business correspondence is important because it serves as a permanent record of communication. It shows professionalism, build trust, and avoid misunderstandings. For example, if a client says, you never confirm my order, you can always pull out the written confirmation as proof. Not only that, it also helps in decision making. Managers and employees often rely on written records like reports, proposals, and contracts to guide their actions. Plus, well-written correspondence gives the company a good image. Clients are more likely to trust a business that communicates clearly and respectfully. Wow! So it's like the lifeblood of business communication, keeping things professional, organized, and trustworthy.
Okay, I get it now. But what about business report writing?
On the other hand, business report writing is a formal and detailed type of communication. Reports are written documents that analyze a situation, provide information, and help in decision making. For example, a sales report showing monthly performance, a feasibility study report for a new project, an incident report explaining what happened in the workplace.
It all makes sense to me now. But I am wondering, what is the connection between the two? The business correspondence and business report writing.
You mean how are they related?
Yes.
Very simple. Business correspondence is the everyday communication, while business report are the in-depth documentation. Both rely on business writing skills to be effective. Think of it this way. Business correspondence keeps the daily flow of communication clear and professional. Business reports provide the foundation for bigger decisions. Without good writing, both correspondence and report can cause confusions, delays, or even conflicts.
Let's talk about what makes correspondence effective. We usually follow the 5 C's.
Clarity,
Conciseness,
Courtesy.
Correctness, completeness.
when we say clarity, be direct. Instead of writing, we would be most obliged if you could possibly consider. Just say, we request your approval.
However, in conciseness, keep it short. No one likes reading a two-page memo for a simple announcement.
In courtesy, use polite language. Instead of send the report ASAP, write, kindly submit the report by 5 p.m. today.
That's correct, Rhealyn. When we talk about correctness, the grammar, spelling, and facts must be accurate.
And don't need completeness. Don't leave out important details if you're sending an invitation. Include the time, date, and venue. And that are the qualities of effective business writing.
Rhealyn, do you have any idea what the types of business correspondence are?
Based on the explanation earlier, I think I know some of them. Let me try. Business letters, memos, emails, and reports.
That's awesome! You got it all correct. Those are indeed some of the most common types of business correspondence. Now, Francine, can you make it more interesting for us? Maybe give us examples of each so everyone can imagine how they're actually used in real life.
Alright, let's go through some common forms. In business letters,
Example, a letter of complaint. We would like to bring to your attention the late delivery of our orders last week, which caused inconvenience to our operations. We hope for your prompt action regarding this matter.
in memos, short and internal notes.
All employees, please be informed that the office will be closed on September 5 for maintenance.
In emails, the most widely used today,
Subject, meeting reminder. Dear team, this is a reminder of our scheduled meeting tomorrow at 9 o'clock a.m. in the conference room. Please be on time. Thank you.
and lastly, the reports, longer and detailed documents used for decision making.
Example, a sales report showing last month's performance.
The role of technology. Before, business correspondence was all about handwritten or typewritten paper letters sent through the mail. You had to wait days, even weeks, just to get a reply. But now, thanks to technology, everything is just a click away emails, instant messages, even video calls. Communication has become lightning fast and more convenient. But here's the catch. Speed doesn't mean we should forget about professionalism. Just because you can send an email in 5 seconds doesn't mean you should type carelessly or skip proper greetings. Even in chat groups, company platforms, courtesy, clarity, and correctness are still important. Remember, technology may have changed the tools we use, but the values of respect and professionalism in communication will never go out of style.
So, here's a question. Why does this even matter? Why do we need to study business correspondence and business report writing?
That's a great question, Rhealyn. Because in the business world, correspondence keeps the organization running smoothly on a daily basis. Reports provide the data and insights needed for growth and improvement. Together, they show the power of effective business writing. Let me give you an example. In business correspondence example, dear team, please be reminded of the meeting tomorrow, September 3 at 9 a.m. in the conference room. Thank you. In business report example, sales for the month of August increased by 15% compared to July, mainly due to the successful launch of our new product line. However, expenses also rose by 8% due to the higher marketing costs. See the difference? The first is short, direct, and routine. The second is detailed, analytical, and used for decision making.
So, to wrap it all up, business correspondence is the formal exchange of short written communication, and business report writing is the structured, detailed documentation for decision making. Both are tied together by business writing skills, clarity, conciseness, courtesy, correctness, and completeness.
You're learning really fast, Rhealyn. All your conclusions are correct, and I can see you're really getting the idea. Now here's the key takeaway. The next time you write an email, a memo, or even just a simple note, always remember the 5 golden principles of business writing. The clarity, conciseness, courtesy, correctness, and completeness. If you practice these 5 C's every time you write, you won't just be sending messages. You'll be making a professional impression, building trust, and showing that you value the person you're communicating with. So whether it's a short chat message or a formal company report, let these principles guide you. They're like your compass in the world of business communication.
Dear HR, I would like to formally report that my colleague, Mclyde, has been repeatedly raising his voice during meetings, making it difficult to work peacefully. I hope this can be addressed professionally. Rhealyn.
This is a sensitive issue. I will acknowledge Rhealyn's email first, then gather both sides. Dear Rhealyn, thank you for bringing this to HR's attention. We will review your concern and speak with the individuals involved. Ms. Aliparo, HR. Ms. Sumandar, Department Manager, Subject, Employee Complaint, Rhealyn versus Mclyde. HR received a formal complaint from Rhealyn regarding her colleague Mclyde, requesting your assistance in verifying the incident.
Mclyde, HR received a complaint that you've been raising your voice during meetings. Can you explain your side?
I didn't mean to offend anyone. I was just being firm about the deadlines. I'll clarify this during the HR meeting.
Business Report, Employee Conflict Case, Rhealyn and Mclyde, date September 2, prepared by Ms. Aliparo, HR Officer. Findings, Rhealyn submitted a formal complaint via email regarding Mclyde behavior in meetings. Mclyde explained that he did not intend disrespect but admits his tone may have caused misunderstanding. Department Manager confirmed tension observed during team meetings. Recommendations: conduct a mediation session between Rhealyn and Mclyde. Remind all staff of proper workplace conduct. Organize a short seminar on communication and teamwork.
Well, this report is clear and fair. I approve the mediation and request HR to arrange the seminar. Thank you for handling this issue professionally.
My email helped to voice out my concern properly.
Through HR's process, I was able to explain my side respectfully.
My correspondence and report ensured the issue was documented.
My input supported the HR investigation, and the business report guided me to make a fair decision.